If you're looking for a really easy Halloween craft, I'm going to show you how to make these super cute and spooky Halloween ghosts just out of the free circles in Cricut Design Space. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel. This is Extraordinary Chaos, and I'm here to show you how to get the best out of Cricut Design Space and using your Cricut machine without spending a fortune. How to master files, designing your own files, and having more freedom to create what you want to create. And today we're making these really cute spooky ghosts. All I used to make these was shapes, so a half, a semicircle, a circle and a triangle. I've just pulled those out of the free shapes bar in Cricut Design Space and manipulated them around to create a double layered ghost. So we've just got a back glitter layer and a front white glitter layer, and these are brilliant for Halloween cards, for Halloween invitations, for crafting with kids and scrapbooking, just to be able to pull up and make your own ghosts without having to pay extra subscriptions for anything. And they're really, really easy. These would also be brilliant if you put holes in the top. You could do that in Design Space or with a hole punch and make banners. So let's hop onto Cricut Design Space and I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so we've uploaded these shapes. We've got the, I don't know, it's like a window shape, like a semicircle. And then we've got some semicircles or circles that I've squashed down. So what I've done is I've just arranged them and welded them together so that you've just got little bumps. And that is literally all you need. Then you're going to unlock it and drag it down. So you can see there that I've made like a little bit of a skirt almost to fit onto the bottom of my shape. And it doesn't matter too much if it bumps in and out of the side. Then you're going to weld it. Now what I'm going to do is unlock it again and drag it. And then we're going to create some more layers to it. Not so that it's multi-layered at this point, but so that we make a bit more out of the shape, because I want it to come out slightly at the bottom. So I'm going to duplicate it and flip it and hover that over the top. And just make that so that it goes slightly wider. So I'm bringing that a bit lower. And then I'm going to duplicate it and flip it and do the same on the other side. And what we will do next is we're going to just rotate those. So just grab on the rotate button on the corner and just drag it out ever so slightly. It's sometimes hard to get hold of that. And then that just creates a tapering at the bottom of your ghost. Now you can weld that together. And what we're going to do now, I've just changed my background grey. You can do that in the bottom right hand corner. And I've changed my ghost white. I like to work in the colours that I'm cutting in. I'm going to grab two circles and position them for the eyes. And I'm going to just get them where I want them to be. I'm going to duplicate that in case I flatten it. Move that out of the way and I'm going to weld them together. Then when I move it back, I can slice them out of my ghost. I've moved them a little bit lower down, but there's my ghost eyes. I'm going to do the same now with a little nose. So just position it where I want it to be. And once I'm happy with that, I can slice the nose out and I've got my top layer of my ghost. So I'm going to just pop that over there because I'm going to make that into a print and cut image. And I can duplicate that, go into the contour tool and remove contours, send it to the back and turn it black. I can now just make sure that I arrange it so that it's central or align it. I always click arrange, it's align and central. And there is my first little ghost. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to select it all and flatten. And then if you want to make a sticker, you've got a print and cut version 2. You could also add a little offset onto that if you want to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm duplicating it. I'm going to create some little ghostly arms for another ghost. So I'm just going to get a triangle. I'm going to unlock it and just drag it. And I'm going to create an offset to make it really rounded. So bear with me on this because it works out well. And then I'm going to just move that back area, duplicate it, flip it and put it on the other side. And it doesn't look quite right, but this is where you've got to be a bit creative. So you're going to go into shapes and you're going to go and get another circle. Get your circle. And you're going to unlock that, drag it around a bit, and you're going to position it on the bottom like a bit of a semicircle. So you can see that once it starts to, if you go from your corner of your rounded triangle, and drag it onto your ghost's body, it all sort of fits into space. It's really quite clever when you start moving shapes about because we just want some little flapping ghost arms. Position it in the middle, and then when you select all, I am the master of procrastination, so I'm just faffing to get it a bit perfect. And there's his little arms. Now I'm going to select all and I am going to weld. And there you go, I've got a ghost with wafting arms. So now we can duplicate that and we can remove the contour on that layer, send it to the back and turn it black. And there's another little ghost. And you can make all sorts of ghost shapes doing this. And now we're going to cut it out. So what I've done is I've aligned my little ghosts in a line, and then I'm also going to align my top row, but I'm going to just flip this round, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use scraps for this layer. So when you see my cutting mat, it will make sense. I've got a line of black card and a line of white. So I'm just going to flip that vertically, and I can just budge him up a little bit there, and then I've just got a little bit more room because I want to fit this 12 wide, and I think I've got about 2.5 to 3 deep on my scrap of card. So now I'm going to do the same on the top row. So I'm just going to duplicate that and hide the contours rather than duplicate and flip. And then I'm going to duplicate this because we just want a mirror image of what we've got in the next row below. There you go, but without eyes. And then what is really important if you're using your scraps, I do everything on my Mac. I don't use a snap mat because I don't use it on my phone, but select all and weld together, because that will keep them together. So when I have got the scrap of card on my mat, I want them to cut there. I'm going to do the same with this, weld, and then you can click make. So I'm going to turn them all black because I want them all to cut on the same mat. I've got 2 strips of scraps. I'm going to work out where they are, and this, there you go. So the black is at the top and the bottom is from 4 inches down. So because they're welded together, they've not scrambled. I can just position them and send them now to cut. I'm cutting on glitter cardstock, so I'm going to cut it on more pressure. And here it is cutting out. So you can see there that I've got my black at the top, my white at the bottom. This is perfect for using scraps, as long as you line it up on your mat correctly so that you can see where I've lined it up in the mat previously. It will cut well. And here we go, we have got our black and white mat. I'm going to just reverse weed it and flip that off. This mat's getting on a bit now, but it sticks, and that's why I love a green mat. Grab them 2 off. And here are our ghosts. Now actually these are really good to use as templates for the kiddies. So if you have got kiddies, you can cut them out, or you can just give them, and they've got templates to draw ghosts. So that's actually a really good use of those. But we're going to use these, and all we're going to do is glue them together, and we've got spooky Halloween ghosts, perfect for Halloween decorations and scrapbooking layouts, and they're great. And there you go, you're just going to glue your front onto your back. So we'll do one of these. And again, it goes back to what you can do with shapes if you just use a little creativity and think out of the box. Pop that on there. And there you go, easy spooky ghosts. And how did you find that? Did you manage to get a ghost shape in the end? The first one I made was a bit suspect looking, but then once I'd got the hang of what I wanted to achieve, so I've got one with his little spooky arms and one that's just floating. It's quite easy, and they're really cute, aren't they? It just shows what you can create in Cricut Design Space. If you haven't seen my pumpkin tutorial, then check that out. I've also got a tutorial to make a cauldron, a witch's hat and a broomstick, so check those out. I will link those below. Making shapes and making images in Cricut Design Space is really easy, and with the new update, I don't know if you've seen the new update, that now you can't make sticker sheets and sell sticker sheets if you're using the image from Cricut Design Space. Well, if you want to make spooky Halloween sticker sheets, flatten these and then just put an offset on, and you've got print and cut stickers, and you've got the choice of colours and creativity. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next week with more creative use of shapes in Cricut Design Space, and happy crafting.